Greetings and welcome to a Prayerful Pause. I'm Nancy Woodworth-Hill, and amongst other things, a spiritual director. Today we will look at a labyrinth, which is actually just a meditation device. Labyrinths come in many sizes. It could be printed on a piece of paper. We'll talk about use later. It could be on a board that could be used on a lap or a tabletop. To those that are many feet in width on the ground, either built into the ground somehow or canvas labyrinth. As a meditation device, the labyrinth supports mind, body, spirit integration. It invites the quieting of the mind with a focus on the present moment, providing space for self-discovery. There are many ways to engage with a labyrinth. You can walk to pray a labyrinth. You can pray one to be mindful for spiritual growth, for clarity, to grieve, to celebrate, to explore, to connect, to be at peace, to calm anxiety, or just to have a nice walk, or other things as well. Here are a couple of facts about labyrinths. Labyrinths are found in many human cultures, some of them over 3,000 years old, and some of them cannot be dated because they're on rock. Just can't tell how old they are. Labyrinths are distinct from mazes, having only one path, so there are no dead ends like a maze has in a labyrinth. So this actually assists with the meditation process because you're not focused on the decision-making piece of your brain because the path is laid out before you. They're called mazes in England. What's important to remember is that the labyrinth, like the proverb about never stepping into the same river twice, will be different each time you use it. Some say that the labyrinth will give you what you need, and I have experienced this. I have had profound spiritual experiences as well as very nice walks in my nearly 30 years of being what I call a labyrinth gal. Key to engaging a labyrinth is being open to the moment and leaving expectations behind. There are many books and articles available about working with a labyrinth. Labyrinths can be thin places, space where the veil between the human and the divine thins, almost tearing apart. So here's what one needs to know. Each journey, like our life journeys, are unique. Thus, your experience is yours alone, not that of someone else. So it's not terribly important to compare. My husband often has a very nice walk, while I can come out of a labyrinth deeply changed. There's no right or wrong way to use a labyrinth. Children also benefit from using a labyrinth. When I've worked with them, I tell them that it's their job not to bump into any other person on the labyrinth, and that works quite well. When praying an indoor canvas labyrinth, shoes are removed or covered to keep the labyrinth clean. You may want to put down all of your belongings so that you can walk unrestricted. Find and move at your own pace. You can walk around someone who's going slower than you. The labyrinth is a two-way street, moving towards and away from the center. Should you meet someone, you may stand still and let them go around you. You may choose to walk, being open to the moment, or you can choose to walk with an intention. Bring a question, a doubt, a sorrow, a concern, a struggle, a joy, or the like. One pattern is a threefold pattern: to release on the way in, to receive in the center, where you may choose to linger, and to return to renewed self on the way out. Be aware that feelings may surface. Accept them in the moment. Do your reflecting afterwards, perhaps with a journal or other method familiar to you. Pay attention to symbols and images and metaphors that may arise. You can get curious and reflect afterwards. Listen for the still small voice of the divine. You may use a mantra or a breath prayer. Let your body be expressive if that urge comes from within. Skip, dance, bend, twirl, raise your arms. Should you wish, you may create a ritual of entering and exiting the labyrinth. Perhaps a bow, making the sign of the cross. I invite people, if they like, to ring a prayer bowl, to stand quiet, whatever works for you. There is much more wisdom in the literature, and if I were to boil this down to 3 key points, they are: realize that each time the experience is different, so let go of the expectations. The least helpful question to bring is a yes-no one, so don't impose an agenda. Bring an open-ended question if that's how you choose to enter the labyrinth. And you may consider doing a little bit of work preparing, becoming quiet and still inside with whatever technique you use. And could perhaps also end with a reflection. Journal may be good to capture some of your thoughts or images. So where can you find a labyrinth? Well, there is a website, Worldwide Labyrinth Locator, and you put in the country, the state, zip code, things like that, and it will show labyrinths that are near you, times they are open, available to the public. I will attach some simple drawings of labyrinths onto Lawrencefield's Parish's Facebook site that you could download and use. They'll be PDFs. Outdoor labyrinths are often found on church grounds and in some communities. I actually found a lovely one in Ely, Nevada. Indoor labyrinths may be set into the floor, as well as portable canvas labyrinths. Those are usually found in churches, though not all the time. And a good time to find them would likely be Advent. That's roughly the month of December, and a few weeks before Easter, a period the church calls Lent. If you are a first-time user and you find yourself wavering at the edge, you might consider tracing the pattern with your finger on a finger labyrinth before you get in. There may be one available, and then you have an idea of the path where it goes, and maybe a little bit more familiarity with it. So there are many classic labyrinth designs that are quite old. This is referred to as the Chartres Labyrinth. It is set in stone on the floor of the cathedral in Chartres, France. I have here a finger labyrinth. There is an actual indented area for moving your finger around. With this, try your non-dominant hand. Try another finger as you pray it. Go at your own pace. Slow down. Go faster. Here is another one. This design is the classic 7-circuit labyrinth. It's an ancient design that is actually found worldwide. Cretan coins have it, this design, as well as some carved rocks in the deserts of the Americas. was the first labyrinth I encountered at a retreat center, which is another good place to find a labyrinth. These devices carry within them ancient wisdom, accessible where in the present moment linear time and eternity meet, a thin place. So may your encounter with the labyrinth be a blessing, a call to life to you. Go in peace.